Okay, so here we go. So we are doing a reading for Lily. Everybody knows who we are already. Go ahead, Tink. Say hi.
Hi, Connie Smock
Laura.
Abraham.
Lily.
We are the
Yay.
Michigan Medium Angels team. We're missing Stephanie. So Steph, sorry. Yeah, but how this came about is because Lily had a question today. And we thought this question would be a great one to do a reading on and to record it. So that way we can share with everyone a couple things. One is what happens in a reading.
Mhm.
And two, it's kind of an unusual question. It's not something that you hear all the time. So we thought this would be a perfect one for Twink and I to actually do a reading with Lily and record it for everyone. So we have no idea what's going to come out. So the question is,
And for everybody too, before we do that, everybody knows that, well, we just wanted to make sure everybody knows because they might not know you, but you are our assistant. We don't know everything about you. We don't know, we know some details, but not a lot. So people think we're, whatever. And some people haven't had a reading from us, so they might not have any idea how a reading works. And Connie and I were both mediums, we're intuitives, and we're going to check in on this. So we just decided, we'll see what we get. And we wanted to record it for everybody. And Lily was willing. She's our willing participant. So
Can you take over here?
That's right. Yeah. So go ahead. So what is your question?
Okay. So so my son's name is Charlie, and I was hanging this picture of my mom who passed away. She had a portrait made of her first dog that she got when she was 16, who her mom gifted to her. And his name was Charlie. And I named my son Charlie, not on purpose for, making it the same as the dog, but I just was really pulled to naming him Charlie. And as I was hanging this picture the other day, I just kind of got this idea that maybe Charlie had come back into my son. And when I found out I was pregnant, I felt like this baby was a gift from my mom, and, her dog was a gift to her from her mom. So just kind of wanted to see what was up with that.
Sure. And you were going to show us the picture before, but we're going to wait because we don't want to see the picture. So you can show it to us afterward. Mm-hmm. So we're going to check in. Usually we don't have a lot of detail, when we're doing a reading. So this is a little bit unusual, but still we wanted to check in and see what we get. Did you have any other questions or anything, Tink?
No, I don't. Nope. I'm ready. Let's see what comes up. I thought it was a very interesting question to see if, and it's interesting because a lot of people are bringing up past lives now, and a lot of people are wanting past life regressions, which is what we do as well. But this is not a past life regression. We're just checking in, and we are just doing a quick reading to see if there's any connection with the soul of the dog and the soul of Charlie and your son, Charlie. So that is a very interesting question. Can a dog come back as a person? Can a horse come back as a person? Can a person come in as an animal in another lifetime? So I'm very intrigued to see the answer myself, see what happens. But I have a feeling I already know based on other things.
Right. And just real quick too, with a past life regression, it's usually about a 3-hour process, 2.5 to 3 hour process. And Connie and I will do those together. So if anybody is interested in that, you can reach out to us and let us know. But a little bit about how a reading works too is what Connie and I do when we do them together is we will check in and we'll be writing things down. So you'll see us looking down, but it's because we're writing. And then Connie and I will go back and forth between the two of us and deliver the message to Lily. So when we're receiving messages and information, we will see images. We will sometimes we'll hear things in our head. We will have messages that will come in many different forms. Sometimes it will be a smell or a taste or a symbol. And the symbols that we have could mean something different to Lily than they mean to us. So we're going to be telling her everything that we get. And it's kind of like putting the pieces together of like charades. We call them spirit charades because you have to put the pieces together. Sometimes one thing doesn't mean anything and we'll ask for more details and more information. So a couple things could mean something as we go, and it may make a memory. It may bring forward something that Lily was just doing or something that she was talking about or thinking about. And also, there isn't going to be anything negative either. So that's another thing too. We always do our readings in love and light, and we bring in all our angels and our guides beforehand, making sure that there isn't anything negative that comes through. And if something doesn't resonate too, when we do a reading, we tell people just to put it off to the side and just shelf it for now, because a lot of times those things will make sense later. Lily knows all of this, but I just wanted to share this for everybody too who is watching, just to have a little bit more of an understanding as well. All right. So we're just going to take a second. Oh.
I'm like, what?
I know. Sorry. I know. Well, I know. Go ahead. You want to go, honey?
Oh my God. So that was just really like interesting. I wasn't expecting the response that I got. Not that we really ever do, but still, it was really, really sweet because what I was being shown was there's a lot. She brings forward a lot of love for you. Your mom does. So your mom just, you know, comes through like so strong. Too. Yes. The answer is yes. The answer to your question is yes. It's very loud. It's very clear. And there's no question about it. What she said to me is that this is a gift from her to you. Yeah. And she showed me like what she said was that I loved my dog so much. It was the only thing that I could give back. It was something I could give back to you as a gift of how like my love coming through. I don't know how to explain it as much as I see or feel the energy behind it, but it's so, there's so much love and so much emotion that she brings forward with the dog, because she shows me, I love this dog so much, and that love can come through back through you as your son, and you can like feel her love coming through your son. It's like, it's just beautiful. It was like just beautiful. And that was the one thing that she could give to you because she wasn't able to be here. I feel like that was like that gift.
Right.
A strong gift.
Wow.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because I kept seeing like brown or chocolate. So I don't know if the dog was brown.
Yeah, he was.
Was Charlie brown?
Yeah,
like
he was.
Oh, Charlie Brown.
He was like a charcoaly brown, like.
I put dark, like dark and then brown and then like chocolate or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then hazel, and they were bringing forward the eyes with your son and the eyes with your dog. And they were bringing forward, look in the eyes, honey. And I don't know where Hazel comes in. Who has what's with the eyes?
It's so funny because before we started this reading, I was looking at the picture of Charlie the dog, and I was like, it's the eyes. Like, I totally felt like that's what I was thinking before we even got on this video. And like my mom had hazel eyes, and I always, like, from the time Charlie's eye color started developing, I knew that he was going to have my mom's eyes. Like, he has those chocolate brown eyes like she does. Like she did.
Did I say hazel? Because I wrote hazel.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Because I actually put eyes matching and then hazel. So
yeah,
perfect.
We all have like a variation of hazel eyes, pretty like me and my sisters do. So
well, honey, that's your validation, especially with both of, because you were actually seeing that right beforehand, the connection. I literally wrote connection. That's how you know, and that's where the connection comes in. And I don't know who played baseball, but they showed me a baseball bat. Who played baseball?
I don't know. I don't know
This
that.
may come up with someone or something. I'm not sure, but that they showed me it right after the eyes. They showed me baseball, and it sounded like Char or Charlotte or something. And Rose, Char or Charlotte and Rose.
Well, it's funny. I have a family friend whose daughter's name is Charlotte Rose.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So did your mom know her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. They're going to bring forward, honey, people, not only, even if she didn't know, especially if you talk to this person, because it went to Charlotte and Rose. And then I saw an airplane or someone connected to an airplane or a pilot or a military connection.
My dad was a Marine.
Perfect. Okay. And then it sounded like HAR or HA, Harold, Harry or something, Harriet, something with HAR.
Well, I'm wondering if that might be like, so I found this ashtray in my mom's stuff today, and like one of the initials is an H, and like when I saw it, I was thinking maybe Harry or Harold.
Perfect. That's validation that your mom saw that. They're going to bring forward things. So just so people know too.
Oh, cool.
I know, that's so cool. They bring forward things that you're doing. So they notice that because I wrote down an HA and then an H again. So, and then it sounded like a Harry or Harold or something like that. So,
well, I think it was her grandfather's. I think
what was his name? Do you know?
I want to say it was I really think it was like for some reason Harry or Harold. I know that it was some connection to my mom.
But they will bringing forward things that you think about. You thought about, I wonder if that's the name.
Yeah.
Because that's her way of saying that I saw you look at my ashtray. Okay. Right. It's like, that's just what they do. They do a lot of validating things like that to let people know that they are watching over them. And then I saw pumpkins. So the month of October, that's my symbol. It can be my symbol for October. Whose birthday or when someone passed would be October?
Well, so I have this, what comes to mind is I have this picture. We used to like go to the pumpkin patch every year as a family. And there's this picture that I have of my mom. That's one of my favorites. And it's her carrying a pumpkin.
Oh, perfect. There you go. Because I actually wrote pumpkins, but again, it can be, sometimes symbols are universal for us. So that if it doesn't mean anything, the pumpkin significantly, then that's usually for the month of October. And then words fade in and out because they have to decrease their vibration. We have to increase ours. And it literally goes like this. So that's why sometimes we'll get the first part of a name or a last part of a name. And sometimes we'll just say an initial. And also they have limited energy. So they're going to try to do what they can do the most, which is project an image. Because that really is like spirit charades. That's an easy way for them to get their message across. And then I saw, do you have your mom's ring, honey? She showed me a diamond.
Yeah, I have this black and white diamond ring of hers that's like one of my favorites, and I actually saw a picture of her wearing it today.
I wrote black and white at the top. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see black?
Oh, yeah, yep.
I wrote black and white. Perfect. Okay, so that's everything that, honey, she's picking up on everything that you're doing and seeing. And then also Florida. Was there a Florida connection with her and with you?
Oh my gosh, it was her favorite place. And I had this dream about us in Florida where
I swear to God, I wrote dream.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It was a dream of her holding me up in the water, her holding me and Charlie up in the water and her bobbing up and down, but like she was like holding us up.
Yeah. Can you see it, honey?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Very cool, honey. Yay. All right. And then it was Florida, warm climate connection, and she was bringing that up. And then it sounded like, did somebody who had a sugar or diabetes or some sort of a kidney issue? Because sugar can either be diabetic or kidney.
Well, she went into kidney failure. She had issues.
Okay, I'm sorry, honey. That's just true. A lot of times they will bring forward that information because of it's validating either of
Right.
what they were going through or how they passed. And she's bringing forward a blanket.
Yeah, I sleep with a blankie every night.
Okay, is it a connection to her somehow?
I mean, I just like have slept with it my whole entire life. Like I've always slept with a blankie. I don't know.
That can be part of it. And it because you do it every single night. Like if it's one particular blanket that you find comfort in, she will bring that up. And I just got chills on that. So that is, if someone gets chills, that's your body's way of saying something is true. So the blanket part too can be the comfort from that.
Yeah.
And that that feels like mom energy because it's comforting.
Yeah, so that's always been my I realized that the other day. It's like the thing that I have touching to me at all times when I'm sleeping. And it's the only thing that makes me feel safe is my blankie.
Oh, there you go. So she's just acknowledging that, honey. And it sounded like, and again, because words fade in and out, it sounded like Hillary or something. I'm not sure what it was, but it sounded like Hillary, something with this H again, unless it's at Harry. It could be the Harry again. I'm not sure. And then Bear. I heard Bear. So I don't know.
Well, her friend used to call her Care Bear. And I was reading all of her notes from high school today. And they would write hey, Care Bear and stuff
No, that is so cool. That's why. Yeah. She's because there's everything that you did today, honey, she's bringing up, especially when it relates to her.
Yeah.
And then I heard the chocolate again, and then ring, we got that, and then watch. Is there a watch of hers or a clock significant connected to her?
I mean, I have a lot of her jewelry and watches and whatnot.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. That's just her way of validating. Sorry. Go and chimes. Is there a connection to chimes with her or with someone else? Wind chimes, or did you do something with wind chimes, hang some up recently?
No. I'm wondering if maybe that was something. Oh, I feel like that's up north. I feel like that's there were wind chimes at her dad's place up north, and she loved up north. That was her favorite place.
So they use your memory bank and our memory bank to get to what it is. That's her way of saying she's with her dad. Just so you know, because that's something you remember from her dad's place. Yeah. So go ahead, Twink.
That's okay. That was it took me a minute because it was so profound. That feeling that I got from her was so, it was just beautiful. There was just so much love that came through. She was showing me ashes though. Are there ashes? Do you have ashes or a necklace connected to?
Well, I have her ashes in my kitchen, and then this necklace that I'm wearing, it's a Tiffany kidney bean, which my dad gifted her this necklace, and it was her favorite. And then, so for Christmas, my sister got each one of us this necklace.
Oh, cool. Okay, sad. We did not know that. Then I saw a dress. So I don't know. I saw a white dress or a wedding dress. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Well, I'm wondering if that would be maybe my mom's wedding dress that I have.
Oh, you do? Okay, got you. So that's connected with her. I wasn't sure if it was in a picture or where that wedding, but I literally saw somebody wearing a white.
Well, and I did look at her wedding photos today too.
That's it. That's both.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of what spirit will do too, is do piggybacking where it has multiple meanings. So because you have the dress, the wedding dress of a loved one, because I also felt that she was saying too, that I will be there for your wedding. I will be with you. So just know that I will be a part of that day. And I feel like she's just acknowledging and helping you with happiness and being married. That's a big one. Big. So she's just I'm here. I'm helping you. Then I saw I don't remember what it's called, but they brought forward those tile letters or something. And then I saw bingo. But to me, this reminded me of some kind of a game that you play, and I can't remember the name of it. did you ever play a game with your mom at all that had like those, what is that called? Like where you put words together. It's like a crossword kind of.
Scrabble?
It can, yeah, Scrabble. Or did she ever play anything like that or do crosswords at all?
Oh, she loved crossword puzzles. Yeah. She loved crossword puzzles.
Okay.
Yeah. Up north, like that was another thing she would do.
Your
Up
way
north.
of acknowledging it too. Aha. Okay. And then I saw cotton candy, a lot of like candy and like colored candy. But it made me feel like it might be connected with Charlie too. So I don't know if he was eating some candy or if there was a connection with that, but then it made me feel like cereal too, like colored cereal. Or in candy.
I don't know why it makes me feel like, I'm sorry, it makes me feel like a circus almost, you know, like when.
Right, the cotton candy, right.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll bring that forward. Did you guys ever do anything like that or go to like a fair where there was cotton candy, or does somebody
like
really like candy?
To Disneyland when I was 3 or like 4, maybe.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of.
This would be like, you know what, sometimes they'll bring this forward when somebody has a sweet tooth.
Well, oh yes, she had a big sweet tooth actually, yeah. Now that
that's why.
That. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's her having a sweet tooth. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you buy a new frame, or did you get a new frame for pictures? Or were you thinking about buying new frames to put up pictures? Because I kept seeing frames.
Yeah, well, like I just was going through pictures today. Like I went to Marshall's today. I was looking at picture frames. I've been hanging pictures all day. Yeah.
Okay. So you were looking at the picture frames. That's what I feel too when you were at the store, because that's why and I think she brought something forward like that for Tink too, because I wasn't listening fully. But that's what I was seeing was like the picture frame, and I felt like you were looking at frames or trying to figure out if you should get a frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a dish or like a jewelry? I felt like this was a dish for jewelry. Something that you put jewelry in?
I have like this little like round dish that I put like my crystals in next to my bed, and I think it was hers.
Aha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right. Okay, Tink. Anything else?
No, I think that's pretty good. I think we accomplished the main one, which is validating and verifying that can happen.
Right? That's
but they just popped in another name. Who's Anne? And it could be a middle name, first or middle name, but Anne. Huh?
But maybe is it connected to Susan?
Right when I just said no, I heard Anne popped in. I don't know who Susan is, so I'm not.
I mean, like I know
Raggedy. They just showed me Raggedy Ann.
Oh well, my mom had this like Dorothy doll that kind of was like a Raggedy Ann doll that my sister has. I don't know. That's what's coming up. But
does it have like red hair like your Raggedy Ann?
It's kind of brown.
Yeah, I don't think this is it, honey, but thank you. I actually feel like it's something else. It's weird. I don't know why, but Raggedy Ann, I feel like it has something to do with the name Ann.
Like maybe somebody who has past name Ann.
Lion, Leo. No, it's someone connected to here. It's someone connected to here, and I'm not sure if somebody made dolls like that, and that's why. Aunt. Do you have an aunt with an M, or someone like an aunt, like a Molly or
Michelle?
I'm not sure, honey. It's M something. Yeah. Who is this? Who is that?
Well, like my auntie Shell, her name's Michelle. I don't know. Her and her mom her and my mom were best friends, and she and I are very, very close and like have a big spiritual bond.
That could be part of it. That's definitely part of it because of the initial M. That is part of it, but there is still something with the dolls, because right after I said Anne, I literally heard raggedy. So I know it's something, but this may be sometimes things haven't happened yet. You may hear or see something later, because that's another thing that they do.
Right.
I had a client and I keep seeing an MRI. She's like, that does not go to me. I'm like, I'm telling you, there's something with it. 2 days later, her daughter called her and asked her to take her for an MRI. So this may come up because that one was clear, honey. So I know it's something.
Okay.
So, and it may hit you later, and that happens in a reading too, because you're trying to think of who it could be or what it is.
Right.
And I just keep hearing there's a connection to dolls somehow. Yeah. So, is there a Doris? Sorry, they're not stopping.
Doris.
Doris.
Familiar. Doris.
See, it may be connected to Michelle.
I don't
Or
know.
DOR. I'm not sure. Again, this may be something you may connect later, but for whatever reason, they're not letting it go. So
Doris?
well, the whole thing, whoever this is that they're trying to get to, or who they're ever trying to get to.
Interesting. Well, yeah, think on that one.
TV.
Do you have closed of your mouth? Because she was showing me closed.
I do, but I also got new clothes today.
Ah, okay. And I forgot to say that because it was on my list. Okay.
So well, Marshall's was like our thing too. Like she loves going to Marshall's. So
there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
She was shopping with you.
Oh yeah. I totally felt like she was too.
Yeah. You're like, should I get this? Shouldn't I?
Right.
Should I get this? What do you think? Yeah. You were feeling her. You were sensing her. That's so cute.
100%, yeah.
I wanted to just share a little bit too, but I didn't. Did you have anything else, Tink?
No, that was good. No.
Okay. Just about like the past lives and the connection too with this, with can animal, obviously that they said yes. That is Charlie's soul into Charlie now. But how, I read somewhere a while ago, I don't remember, there was like some conflicting beliefs about that. And I had heard that wasn't something that could happen, but I always felt that it was a possibility. And I don't know if I've ever had anybody who they may have come through in a reading. I know I've had the energies of dogs will come back. But having the energy of a dog into a human soul, I know that's, I can't think of who that has happened with before, but I believe that I've had readings like that. But there is some information out there that says that can't happen, but they're saying yes. And I know it can. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, how can you deny the fact that you were looking, not only like at the eyes and thinking it's the same eyes and Hazel. And I mean, seriously, it says Hazel. So it's, and I've never seen your dog. I have no idea. I've never seen the picture of the dog, and we've never met Charlie like up close or in person. So
there you go.
Well, thank you. That was so
welcome,
cool.
Honey. Thank you. That was good. It was a good question. That was a great question. So thank you. Inquiring minds want to know.
We do, right? I know. All right. So I'm just going to stop the recording now, but thank you, Lily. Thank you for letting us do that. That was so cool.